Now let's continue to build our expression library by working on the mouth shapes. So now let's create a few shapes for the mouth, just some general shapes that will help us with our 3D layers here. You can see I've already got a bunch sort of piling up here. So let's go ahead and, for the first shape, let's go ahead and close the mouth. So I'm going to create a new shape, and I'll rename this mouth shut. Okay. And we want to close this, so one of the best ways to do this is to mask off part of this area, so much like we did with the eyes. I'll go ahead and get kind of a large brush. And I want to make sure I don't have anything on the inside masked. On the inside of the lip there, that is. Make sure that that's all masked underneath there. So even with masking, you've got a little bit of kind of painting to do there. Okay. Maybe pull that out a bit. So that's our mouth shut layer. Call that mouth shut. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now let's go and kind of the same way we did the brow, we'll just do some different shapes. So we'll create a new layer. And this time we'll bring up the corner of the mouth kind of as if it were smiling. Okay, so we got the zygomatic muscles here. We're going to pull that up. Okay, so we'll just kind of try to isolate that to that part of the smile. And anything that corresponds with that, let's go ahead and move up. So we'll move up kind of the corner here just a little bit. But we'll try to isolate it to that corner of the mouth. Let me pull this bottom part up a little bit as well. Okay. And we can call this mouth. C up. Just something that means something to you so you can understand what it is. So the next one, we'll go ahead and concentrate on the top lip. So go ahead and create a new layer. And let's go ahead and mask off the bottom there. Alright, and now let's look at this. Let's go ahead and move this part of the lip up. Get my mask back. So we'll bring this part of the lip up, along with the nose, just a little bit. Turn that off and on to see how that moves. Okay. See that those can now combine together. Okay. So we want to do the same on the other side. We can also take the bottom lip, create a new layer, And let's this time mask off the top. Create it sort of a shape like that. If you want to turn on that layer, you could even bring that up a little bit more. Create a new layer, and you can name all of these, obviously. Pull that side down. You bulge this area out down here. Okay, make sure you've got, don't have this geometry up here you've got to worry about. So just kind of pull that down. So just do these as each piece on its own individual layer, and then you can name those however you like. So you can see I've got mouth shut, got smile on this side. You want to create these same shapes on the other side as well. Okay. So with that one, we probably want, go back to this layer. Sort of smooth that out. Okay. And you want to pull it out so it's not intersecting with the teeth there. Okay. So just take those shapes that you created and mirror them over the other side. So create the same shapes. It doesn't matter if they're exactly the same. In fact, it'll help if they're not exactly the same. But you want them to be fairly close so you have all the options that you need when you're going to animate these. So I'm going to go ahead and finish out those mouth shapes, and then let's look at how we can combine them together to create a variety of different expressions just using these layers that we've created. So we'll go ahead and do that next.